मीटिंग्स। नमस्कार, मेरा नाम नीरज अग्रवाल है। मैं रूरल शोर्स के साथ पिछले 11 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ और रूरल शोर्स का फोकस है ऑन एम्पावरिंग रूरल यूथ। So everything that we do and we take on is to ensure that the youth who have been living in rural areas, have been brought up in rural areas, have gone through education in rural areas, can be empowered, can be given the perspective that they have everything inside them. Only thing is that they need to make the effort. Starting in 2013, Rural Shores has been able to train 1,30,000 youth, and out of them about 1,12,000 youth have also been given jobs. This experiment that I'm going to talk about, something that we really tried in the recent past, is giving us advantage and a value that we can now empower more and more youth in shorter periods of time. In October 2023, two organizations, Rural Shores Skills Academy and Mizwan Welfare Society, came together and designed a course that would enable the youth in the Azamgarh district area, where there are very few jobs anyway, and mostly they either end up being running tuition classes or getting some teacher jobs, training jobs. So from that perspective, they wanted us to come in and ensure that we can train them and provide them jobs in cities like Noida, Lucknow, Allahabad. We started thinking, how do we do this? Because if there are no local jobs, if they have to move, then they need to be able to actually support themselves and survive in those cities, because they'll have to move away from their families. We started examining, we started talking to the local students, and then we started figuring out the key problems that we needed to fill as real skills that they need to build. So one primary thing was communication. So they were, hesitant, they were shy and not sharing exactly what was coming into their minds as the outcome, process or description of anything. They would just say it in words or not say anything, or just sit quietly and look at you and so on. So that was one prime factor of communication. The second prime factor was that they were not really thinking through in their own minds about the possibilities that will be good for them, for useful for them. They had gotten into this whole rectification possibilities, which possibly, the whole education system that we have kind of drives. So from that perspective, we needed to make some change. And of course, the overall thing that when they go for interviews, they should be confident, they should be well groomed, and they should be clear about what they know and what they don't know. We had to get the batch started with 50 students. We must have interviewed about 100, to be precise, probably 97, of whom we went through what their need was, what their direction was, what their age and qualification was, etc. And then we finalized the 50 that would be educated with us. The difference in our approach was that all of them would be having to make presentations on every alternate day, or sometimes a stronger communication maybe once in a week would be needed. And they had to pick up and do some things. As an example, they needed to create a resume using the computer on just the second day. And initially the local people and a lot of people otherwise was feeling that they won't be able to do, because they have not even seen computers. They have not touched the keyboard of the computers. But to their amazement, and definitely for our confidence as well, that all 100% were able to create the resumes in just 3 days. So they picked up Word, they picked up computers, they picked up all the essential elements that were required for that project. So we have designed in the manner where they had to keep achieving and getting to a point of outcome. From that perspective, this process continued. and they all built confidence, and the communication aspects were becoming very, very visibly there, and presentation in front of people. And from there, we decided to bring in the recruiting company to interview them. Since this program essentially was a BPO employment program, their first jobs would be in BPOs in Noida, Lucknow, wherever. So from that perspective, just in 60 days time, they had picked up the calling skills, interaction with people skills, and what are the essential necessities for a BPO. So that's why we brought in a professional from the BPO industry to come and interview them. And when she came and interviewed, I think everybody got interviewed, shortlisted some. So we also then ensured that they also go to the job fairs. So there was one job fair in Lucknow, there was one job fair in Bareilly. More 90% of them got offers, and a lot of those students also got multiple offers. So this program, along with Kefi Azmi Computer Center, has really energized the whole area. And there are now many more students willing and waiting for us to start the next batch. It is important that all of us shake hands and move forward with a clear direction. Thank you very much.